There are a number of standing reasons for intercultural relationship, whether it's an old school love, compatibility, sex fantasy, finding a non-traditional partner, or chasing dreams. African men are increasingly finding foreign women attractive, especially black American women. I am going to tell you why, coming up after this. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dexmond Home. If you enjoy content like this, kindly subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell icon, like the video, share the video. This motivates me to bring you more content like this weekly. Interracial relationship may sound a normal thing to us today, but it wasn't the case until June 1967, where it became legal for a black person to marry a white person or vice versa. Pre-1967, there were laws that forbade interracial marriages or relationships in at least 16 states in the US. Some writers have even argued that interracial relationship was generally forbidden across US, so it did not matter if it was legalized in a certain state or not. Cut long story short, interracial relationship is a common practice today. But when an African man is interested in a foreign woman or a black American lady, it's either a genuine love or one of these three dark reasons I'm about to share with you. 1. Money and comfort. Most Africans are under the impression that people from America or Europe are born rich. We see the grass to be greener in this part of the world, and this is because of what has been portrayed to Africans on TVs and in movies. When Africans see an American living in a nice apartment in a planned neighborhood, stable power, access to water, internet connection, shops groceries from mall, and drive a nice car, we interpret this to mean being rich. This is because having stable power and access to water is still luxury in most African homes, let alone to talk of having a nice apartment in a planned neighborhood with internet connection. The point I'm trying to make here is the basic essential needs of an average American becomes the luxurious aspirations for most Africans. So if an African man is interested in a foreign woman or a black American woman, it could be that he is interested in her money and the opportunity to share the luxury or comfort he's so yearned for all his life. This type of man will swindle you with love, make you fall deeply in love with them, and then dump you after getting what they want. They are usually not interested in finding a job, learning a skill, or interested in doing anything for themselves or for the family. They will bring up these ridiculous ideas about investment opportunities in Africa, and because most people are naive about Africa, they fall for the scam and get ripped off. The irony is these men from Africa will show you love and care for you and the relationship. They will give you all the good signs you are looking for in a husband. But the motive for doing that is not because he loves you. It's just for the money. 2. Marrying for document. If you surf through the internet, you probably will find tons of content on African men marrying foreign women for document and dumping them afterwards. I've already done a video about African men habits every foreign woman must know. I'll leave a link here for you to watch after watching this video. But generally speaking, African men travel abroad in search of greener pastures. So marrying a foreign woman therefore becomes one of the means to integrate quickly and be eligible to live and work abroad. The type of African men who marry foreign women for document usually have serious girlfriend or wife back in Africa. They may even have multiple wives and kids, but will never disclose to their foreign woman. If he is that type, he will shy away from introducing you to his real family, speak less of them. Meanwhile, behind door, he's always in contact with them. He will always dislike the idea of taking you to places where you are likely to meet his compatriot, fearing that someone might expose him of his wives and family back in Africa. Sometimes you will encounter some African men who are genuinely single and have no girlfriends or wife back home. These type of men are usually desperate for documents, and they are not willing to spend several years going through the immigration process of getting their own documents. They see marrying a foreign woman as the quickest way of getting their own document. So they will marry you off quickly, just for the document and dump you afterwards. I've already done a video where I've shared top 3 red flags you should watch out for if you're dating an African man abroad. I'll leave a link for you here to watch afterwards. The third and final point of this video is looking for destiny helper. Some Africans just want to leave Africa no matter what it will cost them or take them. They see Africa as hell, but Europe and America as heaven. But I have little advice for this type of Africans. The grass is greener where you water it. So please stay in Africa and water Africa to become greener instead of fleeing from it. Please allow me to support this point with some data. In 2018, PRC, which is a US-based think tank, conducted a survey and reported that over 70% of Ghanaians want to leave Ghana, and stating that the UK and the US are their top destinations. In 2019, OECD also reported that about 40% of Ghanaians have the intentions of migrating Ghana permanently, and also stating that the US, UK, Italy, and Spain are their top destinations. I am pretty much sure that the findings of the survey in Ghana will be similar to the findings of other countries surrounding Ghana in West Africa. East Africa, Central Africa, and even South Africa may record similar findings. Well, if you watch documentaries regarding how some Africans are risking their lives to cross the Mediterranean Sea, you probably will come to understand how desperate some Africans are to leave Africa. But that's not the point of this video. The point I'm trying to make here is some African men see foreign women as their destiny helper, as someone who will help them travel abroad, as someone who will help them to permanently relocate from Africa. For these persons, it's easier to prey on women, foreign women, by professing love to them. I just cannot imagine what some people can do just to leave Africa. Well guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Question of the day: what's your take on interracial relationship? Is it something you will consider to do? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Personally, I don't think it's right to generalize people, because what is true of one person may not necessarily be true of another. There are tons of good African men out there who have a lot to offer in a relationship and are not interested in your money or your document or looking for a destiny helper. If you find the video very useful, please like the video, share with your friends so that they can also learn from it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell icon to receive my next post. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.